Texoma's #1 rated newscast, broadcasting live from 12 studios. This is News 12 at 6 p.m.
My first thought actually was, well, that's not true. And my second one was, well, if it is, I want to check my closet.
The city of Durant responding to one man's claim he found these things swimming around in his drinking water. Welcome to News 12 at 6. I'm Maureen Kane. Breaking news right now. Fire and police on the scene of a deadly fire in Denison. Denison police say one person is dead, but they're still trying to figure out what happened at this home in the 1900 block of South Lamar off Spur 503. They say the fire is suspicious, but they can't say much more than that right now. You can see investigators have put up red tape around the area. They're trying to keep people out of the area. We have a crew on the scene, and we will bring you more information as soon as we get it. Yesterday, a video allegedly showing creatures swimming in Durant tap water went viral. Today, the city of Durant releases the findings of its investigation. News 12's Brittany Harlow spoke with the mayor and the man who posted the video about those test results.
Durant Mayor Stuart Hoffman tells us despite issues reported at this home here on 2nd Avenue, Friday's test results showed there is nothing wrong with the city's water.
Those test results came back negative for any type of bacteria in the water at all.
Robert Newton says he found these creatures swimming in his water filter on Wednesday. Hoffman tells us the creatures have been identified as fish lice, and he has no idea how they would have ended up in Newton's tap. Acting Durant City Manager Donnella Miller released a statement Friday saying in part, "We take any concern a citizen has seriously. However, the validity of this complaint was questioned from the very beginning." Newton says it sounds like city officials are saying he made up his story.
I just think it's a bunch of BS that they think that I've supposedly put lice in my water lines.
Hoffman said any talk about involving law enforcement was aimed more toward avoiding any potential fraud because fish lice can be bought.
If there's any copycat type things going on, that law enforcement would get involved.
Hoffman says though the city is only responsible for water from the treatment plant to the meters, they are willing to work with Newton to find out what's going on. Newton tells us he's still finding particles in his tap and looks forward to finding out the source of the problem. Neighbors we spoke with say they're worried about what's lurking inside their own filters.
I do want to go check, but then I don't. I want to let someone else go check it so I don't have to look at it.
Hoffman says it's a good time to remind everyone to check and replace their water filters based on the manufacturer's guidelines. In Durant, Brittany Harlow, News 12.
A car chase in Sherman today ends in a crash in a neighborhood. News 12's Elena Mendoza was on the scene. And Elena, what do you know about this?
Yeah, Maureen, the Grayson County Sheriff's Office says a suspect crashed into a truck, sending it about 50 feet down the street in a normally quiet neighborhood near Austin College.
The pursuit started around 12:40 p.m. when a Grayson County deputy attempted to stop a vehicle for having an obstructed license plate.
We heard tires squealing and sirens and then a loud crash.
The car sped off, then exited US 75 at Travis Street.
The pursuit continued through East Sherman, where eventually the driver crashed into the back of a pickup truck there, causing substantial damage to both vehicles.
He saw the truck being moved from one end of the driveway to the other.
The driver, 27-year-old Jonathan Ramos of Sherman, fled on foot.
After a short foot pursuit, Sherman PD was able to take him into custody.
His passenger, 22-year-old Leroy Henderson, also of Sherman, was trapped and later airlifted to a Dallas hospital with serious injuries. Not far away from the crash, officials recovered a large amount of drugs.
When they went in the area of Pacific Street, 2 bags were thrown out the passenger side window.
They later confirmed they contain about a pound of marijuana and a substantial amount of crack cocaine.
Since it was in a residential area, it is summertime, kids are out of school. I think we're very lucky that no one was hurt or that the car that he struck was not occupied.
An unknown amount of money was also recovered.
Wheeler says both will face multiple drug possession charges, and Ramos will face counts for evading both a vehicle and on foot and leaving the scene of an incident. He says Henderson will most likely be charged with tampering for throwing the drugs out the window. In the studio, Elena Mendoza, News 12.
A man has pleaded guilty for theft of property, including a large boat. 31-year-old Ronnie Beck allegedly stole a boat from Cedar Mills Marina last July. It was recovered along with 2 other boats and a golf cart by the owner's friends and Towboat US. Beck fled the scene by jumping into the water and swimming away. He was later identified and arrested. The boat owner says Beck did $30,000 worth of damage. District Attorney Joe Brown says this isn't Beck's first run-in with the law.
He needs to go to prison. We reached an agreement to limit his punishment. We have to give them something to be willing to plead guilty, but he's still looking at up to 12 years in prison, and we're hopeful that the judge will do that.
Beck also pleaded guilty to stealing a horse trailer. His sentencing is set for July 29th. Early voting continues today in the Oklahoma primary. One race Carter County voters are watching closely is for sheriff, where 2 Republicans are vying to unseat Sheriff Milton Anthony, who's now facing 2 felony charges, leaving many around Ardmore wondering why he's still in office. Andrew Freeman has more.
Behind me, early voting is currently underway for the Republican sheriff primary. Whoever wins next week will go on to face current Democratic Sheriff Milton Anthony in November. But given the recent allegations against Anthony, many are left wondering why he's still in the race.
Why is the man in office? Why isn't he out of office until they prove right or wrong?
However, the law is pretty black and white for the Carter County Election Board.
As long as you're not a felon, you can apply for, run for office.
But if Anthony is convicted of a felony before the ballots are sent overseas for military and absentee voting August 26th, his name will be removed, making whoever wins Tuesday night the winner sheriff-elect. But that's not all that could happen if the sheriff is convicted.
If he is convicted, then the Attorney General and the commissioners will have to appoint someone to finish out his term or until we have another election.
Carter County Commissioner Jerry Alvord says the commission could only step in once due process has run its course.
We are bound by statutes just like the legal system, and there are rules limits put in for this reason so that due process can be served on both sides.
Last week, the Oklahoma Attorney General recommended Anthony be immediately suspended and removed from office. A district judge will determine whether Anthony is suspended next Thursday in Marshall County. And while Tyndall believes in innocence until proven guilty, she thinks certain measures should be taken.
I think he should be out of office until they prove it one way or another. He should not be in office.
In Ardmore, Andrew Freeman, News 12.
All right, checking on Texoma weather now. Some changes in the works. Chief Meteorologist Steve Lenore is here with all the details. Steve.
Well, these changes are not immediate, Maureen, but we're looking up to the northwest here. You can see this well-defined trough shown by this counterclockwise spin. That'll be tracking across the top of a big ridge that's kept us hot, and by Monday and Tuesday, that'll help to push a cold front in. So we do see a chance of rain by then, so that's the change we're talking about. Your weekend, though, looks pretty good with more of the same. Now, today, the temperatures actually eased off a degree or two from what they were yesterday. We're still generally, as you can see, in the lower 90s, but the big change has been the heat index. Yesterday, it was about 101 to 103. Today, we're all in about the mid-90s heat index range thanks to some drier air. So not feeling too bad out there. And tonight looks like about 76 degrees for the overnight low and 95 tomorrow. Got your 7-day when I come back.
News 12 at 6. A Texoma statue in need of repairs. What's being done to maintain the monument? Plus, Johnny Manziel's lawyer losing hope in his client. That's later in sports.
Gets banged up.
Oh, hey, high five. Absolutely not.
With Cooper Polly and Bernadette.
He shaved it all.
You're welcome.
Of Stedfer and Rajaman.
Cinnamon's here for a sleepover party.
And the one, the only.
Pasadena's favorite power couple, Shamey.
And that is the answer to the question, what is wrong with eating at the Cheesecake Factory?
Get banged up. The Big Bang Theory.
6 nights a week here on CBS 12.
Stillwater Milling & Davis is your choice for western wear and accessories. Boots by Ariat, Red Wing, Justin, Anderson Bean, and Cinch, as well as Corel fashion boots for ladies. Clothing include Wrangler, Cinch, Woolrich, Miss Me, Big Star fashion jeans, and rock and roll jeans. And be sure to check out our great selection of Brighton jewelry, handbags, and accessories.
Stillwater Milling Company, more than just a feed store.
Are you looking for a real gun shop? Make the short drive to Gun Runners in Ada. And don't miss our indoor climate-controlled gun range. Large selection of reloading supplies and gun parts in stock. Made in Oklahoma holsters by Don Hume, as well as holsters by Blackhawk and Uncle Mike's. We have a large variety of ammo calibers, including .22. Sign up now for our concealed carry classes, and don't miss our selection of Wise Company emergency foods. Gun Runners in Ada, a real gun shop.
The 2015s from G3 are here, and to introduce you to the great new lineup of the exciting all-new 15s, Blackbeard Marine makes the payment so easy there's no reason to wait. Catch the all-new G3 Sportsman 17 powered with Yamaha dependability with a monthly payment as low as $169. Or step up to the Angler V172. Its awesome performance is yours for as low as $195 a month. Check out all the exciting details right now at blackbeardmarine.net. G3, Yamaha, and Blackbeard Marine. Boating your way every day. Blackbeard Marine, Willis, Oklahoma.
At Gold Star Carpet One Floor and Home, we make choosing and installing new floors easy and hassle-free. Hard surfaces are the perfect flooring solution for a busy lifestyle. Classic hardwood and durable vinyl plank flooring can withstand the wear and tear of the whole family. Cleanup will be a cinch with water-resistant flooring. Beautiful ceramic tile will freshen up any room. Installation is fast, and if you don't love it, we'll replace it with our beautiful guarantee. Lifetime installation warranty.
Only at Gold Star Carpet One in Denison.
You want to feel connected, informed, included on every screen in your life. We are broadcasters, always here for you, wherever here may be. Text Washington. Tell them local stations matter.
From the Weather Authority, here's Steve Lenore.
Well, this is a good example of a stable atmosphere today, but even though it's stable, there's enough heating to create a few clouds. Take a look here at our TMC time lapse. A nice one here with a few puffy cumulus clouds rolling on by, lots of blue sky. And also you can see some high-level cloud cover off to the north of us, but none of this producing any rain today. Should be mostly clear and pleasant evening. Not as humid as it has been, so it really won't be that bad out there, especially after Mr. Sunshine takes a dip below the horizon. That'll happen at 8:40 this evening. Of course, as always, our Tower Cam sponsored by Glen Polk Autoplex and Supercenter in Gainesville. Today's numbers: 96 Sherman Denison, 97 in Ardmore, been running above average most this month, and again today that was no exception. But it did feel a little bit less unpleasant thanks to some drier air that worked its way in the last 24 hours. So don't plan on that hanging around. I think the humidity will go back up over the weekend a little bit, but hey, we'll take the break and we can get it. Lake Texoma 620.52, dropping about 2.5 inches per day. So a slow but steady drop should continue on the Big Lake with no appreciable inflow expected for the next several days. Now, by Monday and Tuesday, a chance of rain, but probably not enough to do anything to the lake level. It should continue to drop slowly but steadily over the next several weeks. Fish and game forecast brought to you by our friends at Sherman Collision Repair, and that's good for tomorrow. Good luck, you're headed out there. Shouldn't be any worries about any storms to get in your way if you're out on the lake. Winds have been a bit gusty, though, making for a light chop on the waters. We're running about 15 to 20 miles per hour here and there. Not all the stations reporting gusts. That's why we do have some that are blank. And then about the same story tomorrow. A little bit of a gusty wind in the afternoon. If you get under a shade tree, it actually feels pretty good when it is a hot day like this. But temperatures are definitely, again, running just a degree or two cooler than this time yesterday. So we're looking at 90 for you in Durant, and that'd work for you in Ashley as well. 94 degrees from Sherman to Pottsboro, and back toward Gainesville at 90. Ardmore, you're at 88 degrees now, falling into the 80s already. So not a bad evening coming up at all. Thank the drier air for all this with relative humidity, as you can see, generally under 50%. It was more like 50% yesterday, and that dials down the heat index. So here's how hot it feels. About the same as the air temperature, give or take a few degrees, and that's what we're looking for this time of the year, to stay out of that muggy zone. Huge upper level low, kind of a really nice presentation here on the satellite imagery, but notice that it's pushing off to the west, so we're not seeing any major influence from that, except there will be some clouds coming in, especially tomorrow night and Sunday, so we'll have a little more of that in the atmosphere. Despite that, I think the temperatures will stay about the same. Won't really be any effect on that as far as dropping the temps appreciably. And at the top of the screen, we had this upper level low. It'll be tracking out from the Pac Northwest, and that'll help to drive a front in here on Monday. Watch the map in motion. As that goes on by the north, it gives a little surge of high pressure at the surface, kind of pushes this front in. Monday, Tuesday, got a chance of rain with that, and we're looking at about 30%. We may have to go higher on that rain chance. We'll wait until we get a little closer to the event, since it is a weak front and we don't have a lot of upper level support for it. It's definitely not a guarantee we'll get rain, but A, the timing's looking pretty good. Monday, Tuesday, not for the weekend, and B, unlikely to get any severe with that. So we'll see our way clear, hopefully to get some rain out of this deal. In the meantime, though, for tonight, just about 76 degrees with a mostly clear sky. 95 tomorrow. We'll have a mostly sunny to partly cloudy. There'll be a few clouds around again tomorrow, and a few more clouds on Sunday, but still getting 96 degrees, a hot one there. Here comes our front and our chance of showers, and we do actually get a wind shift on Tuesday as the front comes in. Northeast winds only 90 degrees, but back up to 95 by the middle of next week. And stick around. We'll be right back.
Promise was made. A promise that hit the beaches of Normandy. A covenant that split the skies over Berlin. A vow that captured Iwo Jima. A promise was made. A solemn oath that liberated Seoul. A sacred trust that defended KXII. A pact that dug in Da Nang. A contract that weathered Tet. A promise was made. A pledge that stormed the desert in Iraq. A bond that patrolled door to door in Fallujah. An IOU that braved IEDs in Kandahar. A promise was made to America's veterans. A promise we all must keep. DAV fights for all veterans and their families so they get the health care, financial benefits, and support they earned. If you're a veteran who needs help or you'd like to help us keep the promise, visit DAV.org.
I'm not in the mood to take no for an answer.
We got a problem with authority. I not only don't have a problem with authority, I pretty damn well define it.
Blue Bloods, weekends, right here on CBS 12.
Get KXII News when you want it. In the KXII app, you can browse through stories to get the content you care about. Categorized by location, local or national headlines, video, or if you want, you can look for anything that is News 12 AM, you can. Save stories to read later, share them with friends or family, and even control the notifications from inside the app. The KXII app is available in Google Play and the App Store. Don't wait to get your news. Get it when you want it.
Well, today, Ardmore Regional Park unveiled 15,000...
Watch News 12 with Dan Thomas. Weeknights at 5, 6, and 10. Right here on CBS 12.
The city of Reno is spending $500 to help control a pesky insect. The Lamar County Health Department is traveling the streets of Reno right now spraying for mosquitoes. The chemical used is not harmful to people or pets, but people and pets are urged to stay inside for several minutes while their area is sprayed. Over in Fannin County, Bonham also sprayed for mosquitoes earlier this week. The Eisenhower Veterans statue in Denison is being scheduled for repairs soon. Main Street Director Donna Dow says while they regularly maintain the whole monument, it's time for cracks and peeling on Ike's face to be addressed. Dow says the city hopes to repair the statue by Eisenhower's birthday weekend in October. The statue is made out of concrete. David Addix, the original artist, will be involved on a consultation basis, but will not be repairing the statue himself.
So right now we're looking for an artist that can help with structural repair, maybe a sculptor or a potter that is good with forming things.
The monument was erected in 2011. It stands 16 feet tall upon a 5-foot stone pedestal. Dow said the overhaul should keep future repairs to a minimum. Well, more drowning deaths occur in June than any other month of the year, which is why swim instructors are working to get out the word about water safety. This afternoon, Waterloo Pool joined more than 700 other pools around the globe to host the world's largest swim lesson. While the goal of the event is to help break the world record for that largest swim lesson in the world, organizers also want to raise awareness for water safety. Drowning is the second leading cause of death in kids under 14 in the United States. Instructors at the event wanted to let everybody know swim lessons can save lives.
Studies do show that if you take lessons under the age of 4, they start getting when they're developmentally ready, that it reduces the risk of drowning by 88%. So that's better odds than you'll get it anywhere around. So definitely swim lessons save lives.
The current world record for the largest swim lesson is 38,000 people. Now, with all of those pools across the world, Waterloo was filled with more than 100 swimmers who tried to beat that record. No word if they did yet or not, but I'm sure we will find out. Matthew Boyd joining us now for sports, in for David Reed. And Matthew, you know, every time I think we're done hearing about Johnny football, We're not. It keeps going. The saga continues.
Which I know that's your favorite, to keep hearing us report about it.
Yeah, it does.
Coming up, Serge Ibaka sends a farewell message to the Thunder fans, and Johnny Football back in the news. Hear what his attorney has to say next in sports.
Loved one have medical conditions and are at risk for a medical emergency, this could save your life. All it takes is 4 easy steps. Place a recent photo of yourself in the pouch provided. Fill out the form. Place one pouch on your refrigerator and the other in the glove box of your vehicle. Then place one sticker near your front door where it will be easily seen, and the other sticker on your vehicle windshield. Pick up your free File of Life packet at the main desk in the front lobby of WNJ or KXII.
This summer,
That's horrible!
get ready for non-stop late-night action.
Here we go!
It's the Late Late Show with James Corden. The stunts are amazing.
You guys will tell me if I look silly, right?
The stars are unfiltered.
Really?
And the comedy is out of control. The Late Late Show with James Corden, a late-night thrill ride.
Hasta la vista, baby!
Weeknights, only CBS.
You've come to expect the biggest names will be on Ellen.
Look at this.
But this month, bet you didn't expect this. And if you think that's all,
It's not. Isn't that enough? That's enough entertainment for right now.
plus big surprises we can't even tell you about.
Oh, my God.
Ellen, all new, all May.
The Ellen DeGeneres Show, right here on CBS 12.
This is our nightmare. This is our problem.
Well, I've got to tell you, I'm amazed at what you did over there.
You thinking what I'm thinking? You'll end up having a dryer that'll work a heck of a lot better.
I want you to look at that hand.
So you just roll it right on?
Yeah, just roll it on.
Okay.
Godzilla over here.
Listen, I've raised him for a baby.
Chuck, you gonna be able to help us tomorrow?
Absolutely not.
Today's homeowner, right here on your CBS.
When severe weather hits Texoma, you need to keep you and your family safe. Your cable service can keep you in the dark.
Take a look at this.
Your satellite provider can lose signal.
Is the tornado?
Your antenna could blow over.
Hi there, Steve.
Stay out of the dark and follow KXII-TV's Weather Authority on our live stream online or with the KXII app.
If your business has experts who can help make mom's life easier, we want to hear from you. Join the Moms Everyday community of more than 1,000 experts across the country and help elevate your business as a local solution for local parents. To become a partner, email us at joinus@momseveryday.com.
Now, your award-winning local sports coverage. Here's Matthew Boyd.
Oklahoma City didn't have a draft pick last night, but they didn't shy away from making headlines. The Thunder sending Serge Ibaka to Orlando in a multi-player trade. Ibaka has been a key figure in OKC for 7 years, but is coming off his worst statistical season of his career. In return, the Thunder get Victor Oladipo, Ersan Ilyasova, and the rights to the 11th overall pick, Domantas Sabonis from Gonzaga, who averaged 17 points and 11 boards for the Zags last year. OKC also grabbed the 56th overall pick from the Nuggets, Daniel Hamilton, in exchange for cash.
I do also want to begin by thanking Serge. He's been absolutely integral to helping us create a foundation of sustainable success for the Thunder.
It's pretty crazy. Thought I got selected by Orlando Magic. Then, as I went down the stairs, my agents told me I got traded. So yeah, then I just found out. Still very excited. Proud to be a part of this league. And it's just crazy. I'm here.
Serge Ibaka was overseas on vacation when he found out about the trade. This morning, he posted on Instagram a message of appreciation to the Thunder and the state of Oklahoma, saying in part, quote, 7 years in Oklahoma City, a place where I grew up, became the player I am today. You will always be in my heart forever, end quote. The blockbuster trade was most likely heavily influenced by Kevin Durant entering free agency in a week. The deal opens up some cap space in order to re-sign KD. It also provides key role players around Durant, especially now that more teams seem to be in the mix for Durant's services. Phil Jackson recently told Derrick Rose that they would make a push for KD, and so will James Harden and the Rockets. For a second year in a row, the Dallas Mavs drafted a big man, selecting Purdue's A.J. Hammonds in last night's NBA draft, going 46th overall. Some draft experts worrying about his conditioning and motivation level, but head coach Rick Carlisle said he believes Hammonds is a first-round talent. Last season, Hammonds averaged 15 points and 8 boards for Purdue. Another chapter to the Johnny Manziel story, this one courtesy of his lawyer. His attorney Bob Hinton accidentally texts an AP reporter that he will seek a plea deal in Manziel's domestic violence case because he doesn't think his client can stay clean, also saying, quote, "Heaven help us if one of the conditions is to pee in a bottle," end quote. College World Series, Oklahoma State just one win away from making the final. Cowboys down 4-0 in the fourth. Connor Costello knocks one to right field just out of the diving reach of the fielder. That allows Garrett Binge to come all the way from first to score, and Costello dives in for a triple. OSU on the board. But for the first time in the College World Series, the bats catch up to Oklahoma State's pitching. Arizona with 14 hits on the day as the Wildcats take this one 9-3. But that's not the end for Oklahoma State. They do play again tomorrow, with the winner advancing to the finals.
News that Dan will be glad to hear about.
Yes.
All right. Thanks, Matthew. And stick around. We will be right back with the final check of your weather.
Millions of dollars in life insurance benefits are waiting to be claimed. Some beneficiaries don't know they're listed on the policy. Others need help finding the policy or filing the proper paperwork to claim the benefit. The Oklahoma Insurance Department can help you find the money that you're entitled to. Our life policy locator has already uncovered dozens of policies, one worth $150,000. For more information on this free service, call 1-800-522-0071.
At Gold Star Carpet One Floor & Home, we make choosing and installing new floors easy and hassle-free. Hard surfaces are the perfect flooring solution for a busy lifestyle. Classic hardwood and durable vinyl plank flooring can withstand the wear and tear of the whole family. Cleanup will be a cinch with water-resistant flooring. Beautiful ceramic tile will freshen up any room. Installation is fast, and if you don't love it, we'll replace it with our beautiful guarantee. Lifetime installation warranty.
Only at Gold Star Carpet One in Denison.
Stillwater Milling & Davis is your choice for western wear and accessories. Boots by Ariat, Red Wing, Justin, Anderson Bean, and Cinch, as well as Corel fashion boots for ladies. Clothing include Wranglers, Cinch, Woolrich, Miss Me, Big Star fashion jeans, and rock and roll jeans. And be sure to check out our great selection of Brighton jewelry, handbags, and accessories.
Stillwater Milling Company, more than just a feed store.
Are you looking for a real gun shop? Make the short drive to Gun Runners in Ada. And don't miss our indoor climate-controlled gun range. Large selection of reloading supplies and gun parts in stock. Made in Oklahoma holsters by Don Hume, as well as holsters by Blackhawk and Uncle Mike's. We have a large variety of ammo calibers, including .22. Sign up now for our concealed carry classes, and don't miss our selection of Wise Company emergency foods. Gun Runners in Ada, a real gun shop.
The 2015s from G3 are here, and to introduce you to the great new lineup of the exciting all-new 15s, Blackbeard Marine makes the payment so easy there's no reason to wait. Catch the all-new G3 Sportsman 17 powered with Yamaha dependability with a monthly payment as low as $169. Or step up to the Angler V172. Its awesome performance is yours for as low as $195 a month. Check out all the exciting details right now at blackbeardmarine.net. G3, Yamaha, and Blackbeard Marine. Boating your way every day. Blackbeard Marine, Willis, Oklahoma.
Heavy rain. We just had a clap of thunder over the building here in North.
Weather with Steve Lenore. Weeknights on News 12 at 5, 6, and 10. Right here on CBS 12.
Welcome back to News 12 at 6. So look inside the ring, and you can see the next system that will affect our weather as far as any kind of change. That trough will help to push a front end Monday, Tuesday. That'll bring us our next chance of rain. In the meantime, though, things are quiet right now. Should be a quiet evening. Hey, it's not as humid as it has been, so really a decent evening to be out and about, especially if you wait time for the sun drop. It should be pleasant. That rain chance 30% for Monday and Tuesday.
All right, and a nice weekend ahead.
Yes, no rain for the weekend.
Thanks, Steve. Thanks, everyone. See you at 10.